to pull some cards and see what else we can find out about what's going on in LA. I mean, the fires are amping up. They just 100-mile-per-hour winds. It's just insanity. You know, a lot of these movie stars have lost their homes. I don't feel so sorry for them. I feel sorry for the ones like the trailer park in Pacific Palisades. The whole trailer park is gone, and those people don't have money to rebuild. Movie stars, okay, they can build something a little smaller, because most of them are in these gigantic mansions, etc. You know, they've got money to rebuild. But a lot of people there just don't have it. And unfortunately, what's happened is a lot of these insurance companies pulled out before this happened, okay? So it's really a nightmare scenario there. So let's just ask, I just want to ask the universe, what can you tell me about what's going on in LA with these fires, etc.? Now, somebody said a 62-year-old white woman, you know, set one of the fires. Where did you get that information? I have not seen that anywhere. So, you know, if anybody hears any information about what's going on with who lit the fires, please let me know. Now, the one guy that they caught, the homeless guy, they said was there, they let him go. There wasn't enough information to hold him, so we'll have to see what happens. But let's just see what the cards are going to tell us with this. So this is about an investigation, looking deeper, okay? It's about looking deeper, going within, looking deeper at what's going on with LA. Trump, I keep getting Trump. My card for Trump, or higher information, higher knowledge, higher things. 2 major arcana. When it comes to the actions, new actions. Okay? This is about new actions coming in. Looking deeper. Trump, actions, or higher knowledge. So the energy coming into this is about these losses taking place. Looking deeper into these losses. Okay, what's going to be shared. Now we know what's being shared. By Trumpenstein, and the Magatonians, about who they're blaming for everything, the lies and spins they're putting out. With the new action, it's about, the King of Swords, about truth, absolute truth, okay? New action and truth about the actions that are coming forward. What's going on now? We have this sharing that's taking place. A lot of people are sharing, putting out stuff. Very emotional, of course, losing your home, losing everything. Okay? And about what's coming out rapidly. So this is the center point, the rapid things that are Trumpenstein and the Magatonians are putting out, their lies and their spins and stuff about this. The foundation is about what victory. So people are sharing, okay, sharing. Foundation, new action, the truth being put out and wanting a victory. And in the middle, we have rapid things being put out by Trumpenstein and the Magatonians. And above it, looking deeper, into these losses and sharing about it. The challenge is the abuse. The abuses, the difficulties, the strong takeaway with this. This is something that just could not be controlled. Something that is just overwhelming. Okay? Overwhelming. This new cup coming in. Now, a lot of this stuff, again, they say, oh, it's not global warming. It's just well, the winds and all this other stuff are getting worse. Okay? And walking away, wanting to walk away, wanting to distance from this. Okay, the new cup. Of course, everybody wants to distance from it. Okay? There are those that want to distance from it because this is overwhelming. This is something that could not be controlled. Okay? Something that is just, Okay, with the outcome, the manipulations with this. Above it, investigating, looking deeper at the losses, the sharing about these abuses, this difficulty, and these manipulations that are taking place. Okay? Judgment. Of course, we're going to have judgment with the stuff that Trumpenstein is saying and doing, etc. Now, we know he doesn't want to help California. Okay? That's very clear. And the nonsense he's putting out, manipulating judgments about what took place there, and again, tying it up. Being surrounded mentally, restricted mentally with the judgments and the manipulations coming in. Okay? So investigating the manipulations and restricting with a new action. So I'm wondering if they are in fact going to find who has done this. The center of it we have rapidly moving. We have, of course, Trumpenstein putting out this, it's all this emotional rhetoric about what's been done or not done, and truth about the how do I want to say it, the abuse, not the abuse of power, but this rapidly coming in, the truth about the strength of this, that it just, these things are coming in. And then we have these emotional losses that people want to distance themselves from, get away from it, of course. Okay? And just sharing, again, all the emotions about people feeling so tied up, restricted. And when we have the lies and drama of new actions that are going to come out by Trumpenstein, okay? Looking into these things to a victory about the manipulation. So we're going to find out eventually. We're going to find out how this took place. But let's see what's underneath of it. Underneath of it, we have endings. We have deaths. We have endings. When this finally gets repressed, the mental thing about that, about the payoffs with this, the money being paid out, what's being offered, money payouts being offered, okay? Now this is, usually that's my card for Republicans, but it's also the card for the families and etc., the fullness of what's happening in daily life, endings, again, these things being repressed, on the back burner when it comes to some of the money being given, offering. So part of it could be as well Trumpenstein coming in and not wanting to do aid with it as much. So what we have is wanting to go forward, navigating through all of this, studying, getting as much information as is possible. When it comes to juggling this monetary and juggling what's going on in daily life with new things coming in, what's going to come in new for the start of this, fighting going forward for truth, wanting to fight, bringing the truth forward. When it comes to the burden of this, the energetic burden we have with it, with people, as far as their daily lives, how this is affecting their daily lives, wanting to stand guard when it comes to what's hidden. What do we have? Okay, let's see what's hidden. What's being hidden, tempering things, about tempering when it comes to the message about action. We need to temper this message about actions. Part of it looks to be some of the drama that, of course, Trump wants to blame everybody except for the truth of anything. When he comes in, he's not going to want to be doing much. And so there's a lot of concern with people judging and just looking at the overwhelming nature of these things, that it's not easy to control, okay? We have global warming. That's the truth of it, And of course, Trump wants to blame about smelts and this and that, and it's all nonsense and brouhaha and crap, okay? So he wants to make it look as bad as he can, blame everybody about it. And 9 out of 10, we're going to find out that this was Magatonians again. What can you tell me about how these started? What can you tell me about how this started? Let's ask that. I'm going to ask, what can you tell me about how this was started? What can you tell me about how this was started? Yeah, I'm going to pull these other cards. Let me shuffle these. What can you tell me about how all these fires started? What can you tell me about how these fires started? Now, some of them could have started with down power lines instead from the winds, but some of it's man-made. Light will be shed on what's being held to, gathered, collected about this loss, a feeling of loss. Okay, the light information that somebody will have, the truth, internal truth, somebody holding to truth about protecting, standing guard with a loss. There was somebody that took action about a loss. Above it, and endings. Wanting to put forward a lot of that, the mental realm. Somebody holding on to something, mental realm, and walking away, distancing from a loss, and the pain, mental pain that moved forward to do this. Shedding light. Could be a woman. Okay? Outside influences were moving forward and bringing this up, offering this up. What was being held to? Lack. It looks like struggling. Somebody that was struggling in their daily life monetarily wise. Okay? Light on feeling their losses. Okay? Perhaps having, with their harvest, sitting with it, contemplating the harvest, not liking the harvest when it comes to their financial things. It looks like it has to do with somebody looking at perhaps financial difficulties in life, having some mental problems with it, difficulties in life, and just took this action. Okay, took this action. Could be a woman. Could be a woman, which would be really unusual. Was this a woman? Was this a man? Was this more than one? Woman, man, more than one? We'll have to see if the cards are right or wrong. Okay. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.